Hello, person. How are you? Even though I just asked you on Discord, just doing it again. Sorry about that. Yes, for those who don't know, I traumatized person yesterday, but I won't go into the topics that I talked about because that would make this a not family friendly stream. Let's see. And this is a Christian channel. Not really, but you know. So, did you watch any of those shorts I sent you, person? Yeah, you liked pizza crust? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I have set things up. I guess before I do anything else, I might as well show people who what I mean by pizza crust. So, this is.
Pizza crust.
This is pizza crust.
Pizza crust. You can't have the mac and cheese.
I have never seen a happier face.
Pizza crust is that little tiny kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
But yeah.
Her cat is a real-life NPC. He is finally employed.
Oh, yes.
You and your brother tore down the curtains. That's why the sun is shining in your face, Monica.
Acting 100%.
Yeah, Monica.
He really didn't think this through.
But yeah, I guess I should start the game. And also, person's already seen that. So, I'm also just playing that for the sake of the people on YouTube, or people who want to come by and check this out later. So, I did a few more things in the game where I picked up the items that were out. Next is going to be, well, progressing the story. Even though you came only 10 minutes before the end of this morning's stream, person, not much happened. Ammo. What? Sorry, 1 second. Yes. I'm going to save. Well, you know, if you went to sleep earlier, maybe you'd be able to wake up earlier. You know, person, I stopped streaming in the morning because you're often at school. Pump 1. Leave it on. Pump 2. I am now blowing away the evil sludge monster. The great mighty poo has been ejected. Oh, yes. Well, okay, person, do you want me to talk about the thing that traumatized you last night? You really don't want me to bring that up. Also, I'm going to turn it off. Just in case. Well then, don't talk about it. You know I have no problem discussing those kinds of things. I didn't want to tell Anne about it, but she asked about it. And it's just like, oh, come on, I can take it. Alright. I talked about human parasites. And then she was just like, oh, like tapeworms. Like, no, what I was talking about is far worse than tapeworms. Like, I don't think that's a case. And then I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was just like, well, no, I'm going into detail about that. I don't want to scare away people. I showed a picture of one of the things I showed you yesterday, person, to Anne. And then she's like, oh, yeah, that's pretty horrible. There's another save here. Alrighty then. Medicine 3. Good. I actually unlocked a shotgun. Oh, range 1. I don't know what I'm supposed. Oh, critical. Use critical. My defense against parasite powers is not good. You have the sudden urge to get shelves, and now I love tiny jars. What? Are you going to put VTuber figurines inside those tiny jars? What? And what is the reference to that? I don't get it. Oh my. If I remember correctly. Doesn't have anything. What the heck? According to what I saw, it said that it would have had like a. According to the I looked at some stuff. Oh, okay. Ew, that's weird. What tiny jars? Apparently these moles can sometimes carry, like, upgrade things, like, the power things. Oh no. Oh. Shit, this thing. I stole a jewel. Ow, my life. Damn it. Aya, stop moving so slowly. Oh well, I got one tool, so. Nope, well, nope, that's not good. I'm going to not... Oh, sorry. You just... Oh, what is the cool thing you have? I'm going to just, 1 second. I do not want to lose the revive items. You know Leela from Spooky Month? No, actually I'm not very familiar with that animation. Or I don't know who Leela would be. I've seen someone else react to it, that's why I call Halloween Spooky Month, but I don't remember much of it. I'm sorry, person, I'm a failure. I mean, I've seen clips of it, and they're like, yeah, you're in Spooky Month! And it's like, but it's not. And the fact that they keep summoning demons or something. I am sorry. Man, that's what my parents keep telling me. Or well, they used to, but they've just given up. Oh, that is cool. That you have their like signature or like their autograph. I'm going to save again. Beat up a mole. Also, I found out that the item, you know the thing I told you how it will replenish items? It stopped doing that. So I am now missing a ton of items. Damn it, give me an item. Well, it looks like this time it's just not letting me have anything, so I'm going to, 1 second. do it again. I'm sorry. Because I don't want to... If I'm not going to get anything. What? What do you mean getting more annoying? What exactly have you been doing? You're not doing anything that's annoying, person. Or what have you perceived that you're doing which is annoying? 1 second, I'm going to save, create a save state there, so that way I can quickly go there. I mean, you're engaging with my content and you're talking to me. How is that annoying? If I was being annoyed, I would probably tell you. It's not like you're constant. If I was gonna tell you how to annoy me when I'm streaming, it would be like if you non-stop sent like a ton of stuff while I'm in the middle of the stream, and then in chat we're like, you really look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. I mean, as I said, you're engaging with me, and if you weren't, I would probably just be awkwardly staring at this and just being quiet or something. Alright. So that'll help me get rid of poison. I got ammo. Well, I mean... Dear Lord, no. It's like, I think that is it's like, get on with it! Dad, I meant bad. It's like, how come? It's like, person, even when you're spelling it one word at a time, you're still making spelling errors. Alright. Yeah, or just like, you know, how it normally is, one of my texts, one of the messages is read through my end, so I just am like, what do you mean? Oh, come on. This thing is so annoying. According to, like, you know, the guide, it says that it should, like, drop offense when I try stealing from it. Which, after I go through an area, I'll check a guide. I'm doing it blind, for the most part. Like, I'm running around here, you know, doing this stuff, and then after I achieve that, I'll move back, look at a guide, and only look at things around the areas that I've already explored to see if I was missing stuff. Because some things are like, oh, it's almost completely hidden. There's just like a pixel that's sticking out that lets you know about this one thing. And so, you know, I'll do that to check stuff. Okay. But yeah. And even then, I don't look ahead. I just had for normal monsters that they had stuff, and to be honest, after getting a bunch of like, oh look, you got the Cure D's. You got Cure D's. And I'm like, I don't want those. Stop it. So, you know, I just basically check the monsters to see what they drop, and according to that guide, it's like, ooh, the moles drop offense 1s. So I was just like, oh my, that sounds rather nice. I'll steal the tool because I need tools. Not that. God damn it, you stupid thing. It's okay. Tool obtained. Oh great, now I've got 0 stuff now. Or wait, no, damn it. You know what? It's not worth... That item is not worth it. Oh, no, not that one. Damn it. I don't want to load the first save. Sorry about that. Oop. God, it suddenly goes so quickly. Also, fun fact, part of my my headset set, like, broke apart, and when I was getting changed at work, it actually, part of it stuck to my shirt. I don't know, it was just weird. Like that. Alright. Oh no, I did that. Yeah, well, these are nice headphones, so it's really annoying that it's not working. Aim for the one. All right. Parasite powers have evolved. Medic. Medic. Oh. Checking around. See if I've got stuff. You know, I probably should have saved. Cool. A bee protector. Let's actually check that. Oh, okay. Need to check the items. Resist stiffness. Okay, so I need to give the bee protector to my well, I'll need to give it to the person there, and then I need to use that to, when I get to the end game, I need to use that to basically make my ultimate armor. What's over here? Let's see. Show me what you got. Now, which way should I go? Yeah, actually, I need to. My brain is telling me that I don't know what's coming next, so I should definitely save. The last thing I want is to accidentally screw myself over and have to do all of that all over again. It is too bad that there's not more people now, but you know. I mean, after all, this morning I was like, oh man, 10 people came by. What? Well, you know, she should probably do that more often, considering how often you make mistakes. Learn. Listen from your mother. Well, you know, you seem to be very sensitive about people commenting on how you make mistakes while spelling stuff. So, you know, it might make sense if you actually learned how to say stuff. Ah. Let's see, sort. Ah, I need to use that. Also, as I was saying before, it's nice having more people, but it's also nice, you know, when it's just like you and me. I mean, I do like when more people are around, but still, it's nice, you know. Because I was like, I wish there was more people. I don't mean to say like, well, you know, person's not enough. Oh, I'm sorry, person. The only message I saw on my, like, thing here was, God, screw you, OBS, stop putting chat into this long thing. I have it exactly the way I want it to be. And then OBS Just like slightly move it. Oh, hey, we're going to just turn it into this overly long thing because yes, that's exactly what you want with chat, where I can only see 2 lines of chat, but it's spread out so that if the person's writing a full essay, I can see it. But yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see your earlier message. Let's see, what was it? Like no was the last one. Like I'm not. Let's see. I'm not meaning to do it. Not my fault. My fingers are dumb. Oh my. Your hands just do it on their own. Wait, did I? Okay. I'm on a bridge. I'm on a boat. Gate key. The slime's going towards. Yeah, bridge. The museum. Okay. Ah. Insert disc 2. Wait, actually. How do I do that again with this? Oh yeah, change disc. Disc 2. Because back in the old days, person, we had to switch discs for certain games. Some games had 4 discs. Oh, it's the same one. I was wondering if it would come out on a different side. Yes, person, but generally speaking, nowadays, a single disc can contain the entire game. While back in these days, if you wanted to make a long or narrative-driven game, you basically needed a multiple disc system. How many games do you know that are modern, like within the last year or two, that need to be broken up across several discs? Oh, yeah, because it didn't show none, that you said none on it. God, my OBS chat sucks. Because it hasn't shown at least 2 of the last several messages that you've sent. I'm sorry about that. So, person, since you are a open viewer, after I beat Parasite Eve 1, should I immediately go into Parasite Eve 2, or do you want me to do something else? like a different, like a different PlayStation game, or a different one. Like, I could try playing Dino Crisis. Do you know about that game? Okay, so Dino Crisis is a horror game based around dinosaurs. It's sort of like Resident Evil, except instead of zombies, you're trying to avoid velociraptors, and there's a T-Rex at one point. It's also another game which has a female protagonist. It's also considered another one. Well, it's also another one of the classics of the PlayStation era, which a lot of people are saying they want Sony to make, you know, a sequel or a remaster of. I think this game would look good if they remastered it, though I doubt that they would. I think I need to go up. And also, after I beat this, should I do the New Game Plus thing that they have, I think. Well, I mean, it's simple. Are you tired of this? Are you tired of seeing these types of graphics? Or would you rather I play a more modern game? Having said that, most of my games are old. Even the more modern games I have. Or would you want me to play Silent Hill? As in the original Silent Hill. They remastered the second game, but they didn't even bother remastering the first one. What was that loud noise? It sounded like a giant toilet. The Great Mighty Pooh! Person, you're killing me. Every time I ask you something, you always say you don't know. It's like, if I gave you the choice between a nice refreshing glass of refreshing glass of lemonade, or would you rather get mauled by a tiger? Which would you choose? And the person's like, I don't know. It's like, person, come on, the lemonade. Well, you know, I can't be too sure. So, I think I'm actually supposed to go to the warehouse next. And then I go. But yeah. But being mauled by a tiger, come on. I mean, how many people have said that? Like, oh my god. Please start restocking. Jesus. Yeah. Store items. Look at how many cure items I have. Oh, I forgot I actually had a ton of those there, too. You see, I'm worried about this actually getting to a part where I will actually need them. You got paint on your phone? What are you painting? Are you putting on nail polish? Like, oh my god. Did you watch the VTuber clips thing I sent you? Because it relates, something relates to that. Fox. Store equipment. Oh wait. Actually, wait, where's the... Okay. Okay, so now actually store equipment. Oh wait, let's check. Quick draw, I hope I did not get rid of the item that actually does that. Where is it? No, wait, not that. Moving the grenade launcher. Or wait, reload. Oops, sorry. Yeah, actually, I really should start putting some ammo into this. Box, not yet. What? Okay. I shall increase it so that I have 500 here. You got paint on your phone, box, not yet. I don't get that. Oh, you didn't yet? Oh, you didn't watch the video yet. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know. That VTuber is somebody who's, well, she originally became the face of VTubing because she exploded in popularity. Though, I don't know. Imagine if you joined something because, you know, you always wanted to be like a content creator that you enjoyed. And then all of a sudden on your debut, you become one of the, almost instantaneously, or within a few months, like 2 or 3 months, I think, she basically became the one of, like, the #1 VTuber in the world in size, and became the face of VTubing, which she had to take multiple breaks, as you can imagine, if you suddenly go from being like, oh, I'm a small-time content creator, to you are now the face of this entire industry. And it's just like, oh my god, holy shit. She's also really funny. Actually, let's see. Come back Back anytime. Oh yeah. It is just sort of crazy. It's also kind of sad because one of her gen mates left recently. Like, I think it was like a few weeks ago. Yeah. So I beat the stupid centipede. It's time to move on to the warehouse. Oh, cool. What is it? Oh, somebody bouncing back and forth. So like that. Oh my. My model looks so weird. Let's see if I can. How far I can. I don't really use emotes much. I don't know. It's funny because my father uses emotes a lot when he ever sends it to me. But it's just like I don't use them, which is just like, you know, people are just like, God, what are you, an old man? It's like, my old man does use them though. Cop. Officer Bree. Eve is in there. Why don't you check it out, huh? I'll go call you some backup. Okay, so you go check it out. It's time to show you what a real woman can do. Hello, doggy. Please don't turn into a monster and try to kill me later. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Or like, you know, in like the digital circus. Ellie, come on. We're getting out of here. Okay. So I feel a little bit better about him now because he did come back for his dog. Oh, the PPK. My God. I have a serious shortage of stuff, of space. And the PPK is something I need to give up to something else. You see, because there are certain items which have effects, and I can transfer the first strike ability onto a gun, which basically means that at the start of combat, I will always get to act first. Which, you know, that's really nice. I'm not going to do this for every item. It's just that this one in particular contains a ability that I absolutely do not want to accidentally destroy, discard, or lose. Because that would suck, because I think it's the only one that contains that effect. Oh wait, I didn't put it away. Also, I gotta be honest, I was hoping that the chest would refill with ammunition and health items, which it is absolutely not. I am not happy. And the two people who came by have left. Why is it that people come by to check on it when I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this tedious thing now? And like, this person's going to take forever. It's better not to watch them. And it's just like, no, not all the time. I occasionally make progress. No, please believe me. Where the heck is that emote? Lovely weed. Oh, I see. So how is Moon and, you know, everyone else? There was, I forgot. I'm sorry. I meant you and your friends. How are your friends doing, person? I feel really bad because it's been a while since they've been here. You know, the person you keep saying is person's boyfriend or something like, or husband? No, not Moon's husband. You keep saying Moon's husband. Sorry. Okay. That's another good item, but I'm not going all the way back again. Oh, okay. They have not talked much. Ah. Okay, 1 second. I just remembered that those things can drop. Rats normally drop health items. God, that thing's annoying. Stupid rat. Why is she so slow? It probably dropped something really nice. But I'm just not going to deal with that. Please drop health items. I really need them. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Ah. That's adorable. Having a cat that's refusing to let her do homework. And I'm out of health items. Oh boy. To think there was a time when I had so many I actively discarded them. Isn't that fun? We're having fun. It's so much fun. Oh my god. Yes. No, I'm just, no. I didn't save. I didn't save and I didn't create a save state. I don't want to, for a while. I'm not going to do all that all over again. Stop giving me ammo and give me goddamn health. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's aggressive. Because, you see, I'm getting aggressive because of this bullshit. Okay. Oh my god. Give me health items. I need them. So, 47. I need to, go 17. Yes, Yo! Hello! Thanks for following me in the morning, self-oil hats. Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, saw them in the morning. To be perfectly honest, I haven't been using any of the Parasite. In the beginning of the game, like, Eve said, the more you use your powers, the more you'll change into one of us. And as a result, I didn't use any of the Parasite, abilities at all. So, am I being an idiot, or is it just something that, you know, is not... Yeah. So wait, is it not a thing, or is it an actual thing? Oh. Well, I am just embarrassed then. Okay, well then. Well, actually, how much is that? Yeah. Okay then. It's like you are no longer able to get the good ending. Rocket launcher. I don't know. I've saved. I'll just create a new save. It's fine. Speaking of saves. Yeah. Oh. I mean, there could be more than one. Sure. I appreciate it. Offense to be perfectly honest, I used tools a lot at the beginning of the game. because I didn't really understand what they were for. Because when I started this game, I played it completely blind. I'm still doing it completely blind for the most part. I'm just going back, and occasionally after I end the stream, I'll look at the guide to see at previous areas to see if I missed anything important. I don't spoil myself or what's coming up ahead, because that would just, you know, ruin the point of me playing the game blind. Okay. Lock opened. Oh, and I forgot to ask, how are you doing? I sell tinfoil hats. To be perfectly honest, I'm like really tired from work. Like, the cookie apocalypse has begun. I work at a bakery, and my primary job is cutting out pies and cookies. So, since it's approaching Halloween, I had to do a ton of cookies and like pies and stuff. So yeah, like, my IRL job is, I mean, it's not horrible, but it is frustrating. Especially when people make my life more difficult. Because they, well, I won't talk about that. But, oh, absolutely not. And you see there's regular Christmas, and then there's Orthodox Christmas, which happens the month after. And then there's Orthodox New Year's. So basically, the holiday season for me lasts a bit longer than, you know, the normal, what most people would normally consider the holiday season. Getting a lot of good items, but I really wish I could get some, like, oh. Well, not really, but my boss, and my direct boss and the owner of the store are, you know, Eastern Orthodox, or Greek Orthodox, rather. I don't know if they're Eastern Orthodox. As I said, there's Greek Orthodox. My boss only takes days off to go to church. We get a break during certain times, like once a year. Ah. We are the Christians. Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm really glad about that. Use Bubble Beam. Oh no. Well, I appreciate you looking for me. Foil hat. Sorry. Oh no. I have to say, I'm really happy that you increased my attack speed or my AT speed by so much. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. Loads. Yeah. Oh, sort of. You know, I could have also just looked up on my own. I'm just made the game a lot more difficult and wasted a ton of resources when it wasn't necessary. So, you know, I'm just being dumb. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Rocket launcher. Okay. There we go. But yeah, that's good. And thanks for telling me about that. I might have otherwise been really worried about it, though, you know. Should have checked it on my own. It's like, you know, it's not like there's this miraculous thing these days which allows you to check up on things. I mean, you know, it would be so convenient if there was something that you could just hook up to find out about stuff. Oh, but you know, that's crazy. Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's... Oh man, I've never experienced that glitch, though. I played on Xbox originally. I was a console peasant originally. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Speaking of playing on, like... What? What? I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, there's, I guess, stuff coming out. What was the item I picked up on the floor? It was a tool, I guess? What am I even here for? Yeah. Ah, yes. That's, oh man. That's hardcore. But, do I have everything? Yes. You played on Windows to win. Yeah. So I'm also sorry if I'm not being as energetic or as talkative as I was this morning. My brain is literally like, why can't you? Friends? Oh, sorry. One of the things that happens is sometimes my chat on OBS will not send me the messages, so I have it on my phone. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, very relatable. But yeah. It's... Yeah, sorry, I had to check my... Well, you know, yes, but the thing is, person, when you make spelling mistakes, you sort of make a big deal about it. It's just like, oh, I accidentally, did this. But with you, it's just like, oh my god! That. And then it's fun to poke fun at people who make a big deal out of something. If you were just like, if I made fun of you for making a spelling mistake and you're just like, whatever, then, it wouldn't make sense. It would be fun to make fun of you. It's like, haha, person made a spelling error. And then it's just like, whatever. You make spelling mistakes all the time. And it's like, okay. Oh yeah. I've got all the bullets. Also, I'm annoyed that part of the cutscene for this game ruins talking with him. Well, yeah. For me in person, English is our one and only language. Or at least I think person can only speak English. I can only speak English, and I already speak it poorly. I struggle with my one. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six. Bonjour, mon ami. I can also speak some French. However, for me, it's a bit... Why am I so stupid? I mean, I'm a French citizen, so I should actually be able to speak French. Well, considering I used to technically be able to speak some French when I was like 5. But person, I mispronounced a whole lot more than just one word. My entire attempts at speaking French were basically a hate crime because of how bad they were. But what are the other languages that you speak? I sell foil hats. Like, I think... I hate the rat. Oh, man, my, for some reason, I sell foil hats. Your messages are not showing up on my thing. I have to check my phone. God damn it. Sorry. Oh. No. So Latvian, Russian, and English. You can understand some Ukrainian and a bit of Lithuanian. So. Oh, man. Well, excuse me, I sell foil hats. Like, not only did you write it early, but oh, you just speak a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you can fluently speak 3 languages. Okay, I see. Wait, did I pop? Meanwhile, the American can barely speak English. Okay, this is really not going well. Let me call this. My God. But yeah. Okay, there we go. now I'm not dying as badly. Okay. Oh man. But yeah. Sorry about that. I'm aware I'm not a complete and utter idiot, but it's kind of hard to not think of myself as that when I'm basically the idiot of my family. Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. It makes sense. Why? Or I mean, not for it to be English, but for it to no longer be Russian. But yeah. Person, I'm sorry to say, but I have met some very dull idiots, and I have met some very interesting smart people. Also, I think you were trying to compliment me by, saying that I'm interesting, but unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, you're stating that I'm an idiot. Which, that hurts. Okay, I'm going to need to process this after the stream and maybe cry a bit, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Directly taking shade from my followers. But yeah, in comparison to my family members, or the members of my family, I only know one language, while all of them know at least 4 languages or more. Well, yeah. There are some really good Russian pieces, which, I will probably never be able to fully understand it in the original version. Learning the original language and reading the original version of the, poem or literature can vastly change it because of different, tones and how people speak, which doesn't always translate terribly well. Oh yeah. It's always great when somebody is talking shit behind your back and then you're able to just immediately respond to them and go I know what you're saying, cut that shit out. Which, I wish I could do, but I cannot. I want to try to learn French so that I can speak to my French family. Wait. Does the rocket have any kind of abilities? But yeah. I recommend self-improvement, whether it's physical, mental, or social, just all the time. I mean, for me, with my Asperger's, I have to try to constantly improve myself. Yeah. Man, I am. Person, French is an easy language to speak. French is a hard language to write, if I remember correctly. But yeah. I don't know. I really wish I could have learned another language. I started to learn Spanish, in high school because that is a mandatory language in America. But my first teacher was really good and a really nice person. But the second teacher I had was a racist. And when I tried speaking the Spanish I learned from my original Spanish teacher, she basically, started saying stuff like, "Oh, well, yeah, the French are, for some ways, it's fair that they're being made fun of, and in other ways, it's not fair." But, like the whole French giving up thing doesn't exactly make a ton of sense if you look at the history of it. Like, during World War II, they are the only country that really took Germany seriously. They built a wall along the border, and then the Germans literally ran around the wall. What are they supposed to do? Fight when the Germans are inside their cities and basically have your families at gunpoint? That's not exactly something you can do. And even then, they fought tooth and nail to ensure the British could escape. Oh, well, yes. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm talking about how the French, the French military practice is to learn how to wave the white flag. Also, to be fair, most of my experience with French people are with my family, who are all very caring people. Also, all my French family are beautiful. Like, I'm not a very... Oh, yeah. Also, if you compare what the British did in comparison, the British, after, the Germans entered France, they were like, oh God! They dropped everything they had. All their ammunition, all their weapons, and a lot of their vehicles, they left in Germany and ran away. So when their troops got back to the United Kingdom, if Germany had immediately invaded, then they would have won. Because the British apparently didn't even have enough ammunition at the time to defend themselves. Because, as I said, all their guns, all their weapons, and all their vehicles were left in France, and the Germans now owned it. But, yeah. Well, to be fair, my family are the descendants of the Algerian Jews. So they spoke Hebrew, and a number of them try to speak English so that they can try to communicate with me. Which also makes me feel bad. Yeah. The cutie. Now, when I hear the cuties, I'm thinking of a certain Netflix program, which I'm... Yeah. Like... Also, not going to pretend... My mother and her family did not go through a very happy... Oh God, not that again? What? Person, I'm talking about my heritage. How could you not be... Because I did not know that it was... Because I thought, from when I heard a clip of it, it sounded like they were from, like, the South of America. Or not like South America, the South of North America. That's... Yeah. Ugh. But yeah. Like, my grandfather, my mother's father, he was a medic in World War One, and a soldier came in and got him with a flamethrower. And that sounds terrible, but he survived. Ah. That is... Huh. That is not a French cultural thing that I can be proud of. Sort of a bit more proud of my English heritage, American heritage, though, because now that makes it seem like... Because I thought it was just a bunch of brain-dead Americans doing that, but now I'm a bit more worried about the French side. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, but here's the thing. Is it like just a French person came up with it, or did it have the full support of the government? Because if it's just... Because weirdos exist. Not every American is a Florida man, for example. It's just that we have a lot of overly confident idiots who are more than happy to answer any interview, even if they're woefully, they have like no knowledge of it. Because, I guess technically if you turn your brain off, then being supportive of people and their choices and allow them to explore themselves is a good thing. But not when you're a kid. Not when you're that young. High art is, especially more modern high art, is basically a farce. So that the wealthy use to make tax breaks. I'm going to complain about America a bit again. So, one of the classic things to do in America if you're wealthy is to donate art. And by donating art, you get a tax benefit. So, if, let's say you donate a piece that's like predicted to be like worth millions of dollars, they will deduct that from the taxes that you owe the government. Which, sounds nice, but here's the thing. How do you think they judge or gauge how much the piece is worth? Now, some people would say, oh, there's a government official whose job is to appraise the item, which, nope, that's not it at all. The answer is, the person donating the piece can hire a personal appraiser who can then basically say, oh, I think this piece is worth... How much money do you owe the government? Well, I'll say that this piece is worth, several $1,000s because you owe several $1,000s. Yeah, well, have you heard of NAMBLA? One second. A person knows because I've told them. Or, I guess, yeah. So, like foil hats, do you know of NAMBLA? Yeah. I see, you're avoiding the subject. What, you don't want to talk about the North American Men-Boy Love Association? because Nambla actually goes to intervene on the behalf of people who have gone to prison for, I will put the term, diddling children. More specifically, young boys. Underaged boys. It was on South Park, but it's a real organization that does everything it can to make it so that PDF files get out of prison. And they're trying to become recognized or make it legal. Which, I'm going to be real for 1 second. You can't control what you're attracted to. That part is true. However, there's a YouTuber for everything. However, it's still not something you should do. When it comes to somebody who, has those urges but doesn't act on them because they know it's wrong, I'm willing to, say that person is somebody who, you should treat with sympathy. But when it's the people who's just like, I like little boys, or I like children, in the way that's not socially acceptable, I demand that you let me pick up people at elementary schools because I was just born this way. It's just like, no, fuck that. That's not okay. Yeah. And then there are people saying that they need to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community, which that's no. I mean, technically, if you go as far, if you turn your brain off and basically say, as I said before, and don't think very far and just look at a surface level, then yes, this group of people was born in a way that was and have feelings that are considered not socially acceptable. That does not mean that you should let them do what they want. Children are too young to consent. It doesn't matter if they say they're okay with it. They don't understand the reality or the full effect of what they're doing. Yeah. But person, Nambla is just about supporting love. And I don't want to go against people who love. They can't help it. That's what some people will say. Which, that's just awful. Well, person, technically you're under 18, so you better watch what you say. Also, interesting response considering what we're talking about. Should not have said that. I'm regretting that. That was a case of me saying something. My brain was like, haha, say that as a joke. And then it's just like, after it came out my mouth, I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? Jesus Christ. Well, arguably those people would say, I'm not, hey, it's fine. The person cannot consent because they are no longer around. At which point it's just like, what? Oh my God, no. Well, there are people who state that they want to do that, which, I've had friends who've had girlfriends who are really into that, and they want to do that type of role play And well, that's why it's called LGBTQ plus, because originally they want to just keep adding stuff. Yeah. But you know, just when you guys aren't really comfortable with that. Most guys who are normal aren't comfortable with that kind of role play. I mean, no. Well, yeah, and then there's also, you know, just stuff like the pride flag, where, you know, they put the triangle on it now because apparently the rainbow does not represent everyone, which is why the pride flag now has black, brown, and you know that. I mean, yeah, but if I remember correctly, the official flag is now the one with the triangle on it, which, I mean, there was no white on the flag, so, you know, it's not like it was just trying to represent white people. It's just that certain people are just like, if I don't feel like it's specifically representing me, then, you know, it's not good or it's racist. And then, of course, it began the argument about with the people just like going like, it's not my pride flag. And that's just like, you know, just. I don't think it was needed, but I'm not going to be one of those people who complains and goes just like, how dare they? I mean, I'm not going to mention my own sexuality because, you know, that would. I don't want to go into that because, you know, it's just whatever. Or store equipment, sorry. The rocket launcher move to. Actually, I'm going to hold on to that rocket launcher. I don't want to accidentally. Okay, welcome back. I don't want to accidentally find I need it. Well, you know, it's was basically, I guess, proposed online, and then a bunch of people just latched onto it. To be perfectly honest, I don't follow the community all that much. I mean, I have friends who are a part of the community. I mean, the flag is more for than just gay people, but I have an older gay friend who sometimes describing my issues with the current group of like the current, like, you know, people who are, you know, trying to label themselves as special is wrong, because whenever I tried to criticize it, he took it as me trying to say, like, you know, back when he was, before gay people had rights, people, you know, like delegitimizing them, and that was something I had to tell him, like, no, I'm not trying to say that, but the people who are saying that are just like, you know, trying to say stuff like, my gender is I sometimes like to wear pants and sometimes I wear a skirt, which, you know, that's silly. Really, person, you seemed kind of queer. Not in the gay way, just like. Yeah. Who's that? Who's there? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, just because you're trans or gay does not mean that you're a nice person. There are plenty of assholes I've met who are, like, you know, part of that group. But, you know, it's just, you know, they just want to be treated as people. Person's heard this story, but when I was in college, I had a friend who was overly forward. Like, to give you an idea, one time I was, you know, just talking, I guess and it was just like, you know, actually, I have no idea if I'm gay or not. At which point, his immediate response was, hey, you know, we could take this into the bathroom and I could help you figure it out. And I was just like, no, no, thank you. And then there was a time where I was working on something. He went under a table, took off my shoes when I was distracted, and then he sucked on my toe, and I was just like, what the fuck, man? Oh my god. And I was just like, what the fuck? He was there, alright? But yeah. And it's just like, yeah, no. Saving my progress. Out my eyes. Well, some people believe that it's the person will be okay with it, so in their mind, they're just like, you know, they just assume that, you know, it's kind of like, well, yes, of course, like you've seen that thing from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where it's just like, oh, well, you know, of course, no means no, but they're not going to say no, so it's not going to be an issue. Where it's just like, oh. To be fair, I told him to stop, and he immediately stopped. Yeah. It's weird. That guy was actually, you know, when he didn't do stuff like that too very often. If he did, I would immediately cut all ties with him. But like, he was generally a good friend most of the time, and gave me some helpful advice when it came to drawing and stuff. All I know is I have to face a T-Rex at some point in this museum because I saw a cutscene of a skeleton turning to face me. But, I mean, hey, it's nice that you get attention. You know, that's, I mean, there are some people who is just like, no one cares. It's funny, when I was younger, I got a lot of attention. Do you look very butch? I guess. Like, you know, if someone said I looked like a bear, that would be amusing. Hey! Nope. Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe they do find you charming. How the hell did those dinosaurs get here? Well, depends. Like, there is a certain look, which is, you know, the person, is your hair blue with, like, you know, the slight shaved on the side, that, you know, like the shaved down to basically being fuzz on one side? Do you have a piercing on your lip? And, like, you know, like that kind of look. Yeah, no, that's... some people are extremely attracted to that look. I am not. The G22. But yeah, person, I'm sure that, you know, it's because they find you attractive and that they like the way you act, your personality. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to make it sound like, oh, hey, watch as this creepy streamer flirts with his viewer, which he stated is underaged. Yes, that's a great look for me. It's a person will continue this off stream. Just like it, I'm joking. I am joking. I am not grooming person. After saying that makes it sound like I am. Jesus Christ. It's just like, well, you know, you didn't say, we didn't ask. It's kind of like, you know, when somebody is just like, I swear I've never molested a dog. And it's just like, we weren't even talking about, why did you even bring that up? Oh my God. Just, oh God, no. Stop it. But yeah, I guess I should. Should I? I'll save the upgrade for later. But yeah. Yeah. Don't have blood cutting. Yeah. Well, yeah, but you know, there's certain people have images or things in their mind as to what is gay or what is a flamboyant way of acting. Oh. Okay. Like, there are some people, like, for example, some people I've heard basically say, if you wear a seatbelt, then you're gay. If you wear a seatbelt and you're a man, you're gay. It's just like, oh my God, that's so dumb. Different people have different opinions about what's considered masculine and what's considered effeminate as a man. Other things that can be considered, like, you know, non-masculine or gay, is just like, do you enjoy playing video games? Do you play games? Do you do something in your downtime which you enjoy for your leisure? It's like, no. As a man, your job is to not be happy. Being happy as a man shows that you're gay. Well, yes, gay, the root word for gay originally did mean happy. But, you know, in English. But, you know, that's not how it should be. I'm going to use that. There we go. Oh, yes. You know. It's just... I mean, at the same time, you have to understand, the people who say that stuff are the same people who are just like, if a man cheats, he's a horrible person, and it's unacceptable. But, you know, as a woman... there are times where cheating is fine. It's encouraged even. Where, you know, it's just like those kinds of people where they live by a crazy double standard. Well, I don't know. There are certain gay women I've known who like to wear suits and or, you know, that type of thing. Look at the little guy. Well, yeah. But also persons... the group of people persons with are technically still in high school, so, you know, that's, So for them, it's just like, ooh, you dress up nicely and you take care of your appearance. You're gay! You know, it's just sort of silly. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the last few messages that you sent. I'm checking on my phone. Let's see some. Oh, wait. Ah, yes, they wear Abibas tracksuits rather than Adidas. Yeah. Looking at knockoffs is kind of funny. Well, you know, that's not good. But yeah. I mean, you need to be careful with those kinds of people. Oh, look at the little bunny. It's a fake bunny. Oh wait, really? There's only one? If that's the case, I'll... Damn it. So. Yeah, well, you also need to be careful in university too. Because that's where some more people are, and if you don't have a lot of friends in the university, you need to be careful because some people might try taking advantage of you. And if you know, you can feel really lonely and, you know. Someone obviously doesn't want me to get through this area. Actually, let's see my items. I need to deposit some stuff. Yeah, I guess, you know. Though it also depends. Some people awaken to stuff late. To be completely honest, and I'll be embarrassing for myself. When I did not, you know. Okay, no, I'm not gonna state that. That's a little too embarrassing, and it's a bit too private. And also, I saw somebody else came in, and I don't want to just like go like, "Oh my God, why did he suddenly talk about that subject?" But yeah, just oh wait, the subway. But yeah, so. Ah. Well, the problem is a lot of people are becoming perpetually online, which, you know. Also, I haven't played Class of '09, so I don't know. I'm guessing he's the glasses kid from the way you're talking. I don't know. I saw one scene with him where it was just like, you know, $200 for Fate. Oh, not that one. Store equipment. Going to put this in the ammo crate. I don't know. I never really paid attention. And it was forever ago. And at that point, we were just like, you know, freshman, sophomore, a junior, and then senior. No. Well, it usually goes from starting from the normal education, which is not like preschool, to elementary, middle, and then high school. Well, yeah. Oh. That's person I am worrying about you for saying something like that. That does not make me feel good. It depends. Like, some people, you know, are decent. Like, I didn't awaken to those like, I guess, being sexually attracted to people until I was in my 20s. Fine, I guess I'll say the thing. I didn't think people actually did self pleasured themselves until like an embarrassingly long time into college, and I actually said it in public. Like, people don't actually do that, do they? Out loud. And then everyone just stared at me, and it was like, what the fuck, dude? Are you serious? Oh yeah, no, and of course, this is, that would have been cute, like in high school, but as a full adult, bringing that up, and then people are just like, as I said, like in a break room where everyone there was just staring, like, it's like, when people heard it, they put their shit down, looked at me, and was just like, wait, what? I was like, oh no, like, I was like, man, are you kidding? No. Oh my god. Yeah. But then also thinking back is kind of funny because I had some female friends who I think when we were hanging out sometimes assumed I was going to do something. But as I said, because of how I was just like, we're going to play games, yeah. And then, just like, or dropping them off, and he's like, oh, well, I had a really nice time. And, nice if you could stay. I'm like, yeah, okay, too bad, bye. It's just like, yes. Oh, yeah, it is funny, but, that. Okay, 1 second, just check that. Checking more. Oh, well, it was... Well, people sort of laughed at me a little bit, but, I was pretty well liked, and, some people thought I was a very pure person, sort of, at that point, and basically, me saying that was sort of like of course he's fucking like that, of course. Because, at the time I didn't really curse, I didn't really do anything like that. It's not that I didn't like cursing, or I would never use cursing, it's just that, in my opinion, that... Because I've been with people who, use the F word as an in-between word. Or I've known people who go like, it's the worst day of my life, oh my god, everything's horrible. And it's like, honey, what happened? And it's just like, they ran out of the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks. It's like, okay. But yeah. I mean, it's one thing, if you're saying, also it's one thing if you're trying, someone's trying to go like, so want to come back to my place? And then you're trying to go like, no, thank you, but because, you don't like the person, or you're trying to let them down easy. But yeah, just like, I know, to be honest, though, some of those things I said back then because of, being an autistic person who had Asperger's, very little experience with women and other things, I've said even worse things that make me more embarrassed than that. So I'm not going to even go into there. Store items. Well, I mean, technically, if you think about it, I am technically an incel. By definition. I've told that to somebody, and they basically immediately stop all conversations with me. Because, you know, the incel stands for inadvertently, wait, no, or wait. Sorry, sorry. Oh, yeah, inadvertently celibate. Which, you know, technically I am, because it's not like I'm avoiding intimacy with other people. I've just been too busy. I'm sorry, let's see. Oop, chat got paused on my phone. Well, the problem with me is that I have Asperger's syndrome, which straight up means that I can't really read social cues very well. Which, you know, that's always fun. Not being able to properly read social cues. Let's see. Discard junk. Though it also depends. Some people really. Well, I would like to have a biological child. Although I'm not sure if I'm able to. Which is a sad part. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm. Also, sometimes I complain about a certain person in my history who betrayed my trust and did something terrible to me, which, you know, that's, you know. I guess is also another way that technically makes me sort of like one. And the thing is, I'm terrified of the fact is that I might not be. And I have very good reason for potentially not being. You see, when you are 6 foot tall and muscular, and somewhat muscular and athletic in middle school, a lot of people like trying to fight you to get street cred. And I've had people kick me in the nether region with steel-tipped boots. I've had someone attack me with a baseball bat there, and just do a bunch of other stuff. You know, because at the time people thought it was hilarious to attack a guy there. Or just did it because, you know, they wanted to try to look tough. And then I also took a hardball there because someone, I forgot what we were playing, but someone actually threw one, tried to catch it, it bounced under my mitt and directly hit me there, which, you know, that's not exactly great. But I'll stop that topic. That's not exactly a fun thing. No, I shouldn't be talking about that. Sorry about being a downer. I don't know, just where I grew up, technically the neighborhood wasn't great, but the part of it that I lived in was the better part of that neighborhood. As I said, a number of the people who did were just either people trying to prove that they were tough, or, you know, just people trying to bully me. As I said before, when I was almost 6 foot tall when I entered middle school. Ironically, I started taking a medication, which one of the supposed side effects is it stunts your growth, which I stopped growing in middle school. So I'm now just 6 foot tall, but, you know, it's, I don't know, just sort of funny. I said, you know, and when you tell somebody that, you know, like, you're very good at handling pain because you do martial arts and stuff like that, they're like, oh, I also forgot one other part. I took a jump flying sidekick from a black belt to that region too. To be fair, that person thought I was wearing a cup. That, I was not happy about that. That was unpleasant. It was literally my first day there. I was considering whether or not to join the place, and the guy just full blown, like, he's like, take it easy on the guy. He doesn't even have his gear yet. And the guy was like, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, master. And then, you know, just jump flying sidekicked me there. And then when I, you know, went down, because when somebody gets the full run and leap into a jump flying sidekick to that area, you go down. Especially when the guy's almost your height and is a black belt. And he's just like, hey, come on, we're all wearing cups. Stop being dramatic. And I'm like, I'm not wearing one. But yeah. I don't know. It was pretty painful, but it wasn't as painful when I fractured my spine there at that place. So, you know, that's... I don't know. You know, if you listen to my life, I have a lot of weird things happen. I'm like really lucky and really unlucky, but you know, just... That's why people have told me I should try doing, you know, content creation, because I have a bunch of stories and stuff like that. Oh, well, I hope you feel better, person, and maybe lie down. You've been getting migraines lately. Yeah, well, my spine fracture was self-inflicted. I incorrectly landed a flip, which, you know, that's always fun. Once I got to high school, people stopped picking fights with me, because at that point I fully, you know, became muscular, and whatever cuteness I sort of had in my face, I always sort of looked tough, but once my facial features got more stern, people did not want to mess with me. Plus, you know, once I became a black belt too, generally speaking, people did not... I already looked like I knew how to fight, and I already looked tough, but when somebody tries to start something, and then you sort of assume a stance, people are like, I am not getting involved with that. Plus, due to my social anxiety, whenever I felt uncomfortable, I would make a face, and then people would leave me alone. And I only realized much later that the face I was basically making was a death glare So I made people think that, oh, yeah. Oh, no, the flip, I was just like, well, technically when I fractured my spine, I did it on multiple layers of padding. Like, there was a 1-inch padding on the ground, covering the entire floor. And then, furthermore, they brought out a 1 foot thick, extra soft padding. So when I landed, or rather incorrectly landed, I managed to land on the 2 levels of padding, and I still fractured my spine. And it was dumb because it was completely optional. I was like, I'm gonna try it. I don't know. I was always really strong and was really stable, but terrible at doing acrobatic maneuvers. Ah. You see, I was a boring nerd. I didn't do that type of stuff. But that doesn't mean I didn't get arrogant. Like, in my high school time, when I started learning to do grappling, I did, what was it? I was very good at escaping grapples, and due to my physical strength, I could very easily, like, you know, overpower people. Like, the most... Oh, yeah. Like, oh, sorry. Basically, somebody got me into an arm bar. I don't know if that's what it's called, but basically, they did the thing where they put your arm... They put their legs over your chest, grab your arm, and then they pull back to try to, you know, do the grappling technique where they basically can potentially break your arm. I was so arrogant and strong at that time that I lifted that while that person was trying to, you know, use their entire body to go against my strength, I basically used only my arm to basically lift them off the ground by, like, doing that. I used to be crazy strong. Of course the instructor saw me do that and was just like, what the hell are you doing? You could break your arm. Jesus Christ. But, you know, it's just like, yeah. I'm too cowardly, I think, to try riding a, a bike. Well, I thought it was like a motorcycle, but no. I didn't ride my bike much when I was younger. I mostly was just, like, as I said, a nerd. I was too busy playing video games. But yeah. Oh, no. A lot of my stories or things I did are sort of hard to believe. Pre-raise. Yeah. Well. Oh, I was electronics. Oh, that's... Man, that's really impressive. And once again, I didn't see that part of your message, like, because it wasn't showing up on OBS. Sorry about that. I only saw the part that was afterwards, where it's like, and being very disappointed in your classmates for not being able to appreciate it. Man, fuck them. I mean, a lot of people don't understand how great something is until, you know, they get an understanding for it. I mean, a lot of people these days are just like, oh man, I could have totally done what you did. Why, or why didn't you do, like, you know, use your cell phone back then to look up the information? And it's just like, because, you know, when I was a kid, you didn't have that feature on cell phones. Or you didn't have a cell phone, period. I don't know what geocaching and urbex is. I'm sorry about that. That sounds fun. Though, probably a bit too exciting for my pale nerdy ass. Oh. That sounds fun. I mean, it's, all my friends are also nerds too, so that's not something I'd probably ever experience. Oh, urban... I'm sorry, that should have been obvious. That's urban exploration. Please forgive me. I've basically lived under a rock for a lot of my life. Well, in America, you can do that without sneaking around in some places. Like, if you go to Detroit, Detroit has a lot of places where people like to do urban exploration. Although a lot of the locals hate people who do that. Well, I would imagine. Although I do not endorse or condone that type of thing. Oh yeah, that would be really interesting. However, I would never do that in America. The soldiers would be probably too trigger happy. I mean, there's a lot of bunkers you could explore in America, but that's like, you know, doing something that's allowed can be sort of boring for some people. I mean, as I stated, I'm a nerd. I don't look like a nerd, but you know, I am. It's also kind of funny. A lot of people expect me to be a extrovert, but I'm really an introvert who tries to do social things. Well, no, I didn't imagine you would. Wait, what was that noise? In the world? bunch of crack things. Armadillos. I'm guessing they're supposed to be armadillos. Or are they pill bugs? I mean, didn't fully. I'm personally the kind of person who could just spend all day staying inside and feel fine. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to do streaming as a way to socialize, which is, you know, kind of weird. You know, just doing all this stuff, or like making it public or like that. Yeah, talking to people I don't know is very stressful to me, but I'm very good at hiding it because I tend to come up with conversations beforehand so that I can, like, you know, if I do get into a dreaded conversation, I can, like, go from a pre-written script or a pre-done script I thought of. Was there only an enemy over here? I've always had a very high drinking like alcohol tolerance. So, you know, I love drinking, though I don't drink I don't drink unless I have a friend or two with me. Yeah. Do you actually do that, or do you just say that to see if they're willing to do it? Offense 1. No lie. Well, it's good to be adventurous. I mean, personally, as I said, I'm too much of a coward. But, you know, God, I had a rich friend who took me and some other friends on a trip to his beach house. And, you know, I didn't go out at all. I spent the entire time playing video games and drinking the entire contents of the liquor cabinet at his mother's, like beach house. For me, that's way too adventurous for me. Like, although, funnily enough, I did, when I went there, my friend did have like a hot tub, but as I said, I stayed in. I don't even know why I went to that beach house. It was like, I stayed inside, I drank almost all the liquor in the cabinets, and I did not step outside or go to the beach or do anything. I just stayed inside. Well, yeah, being able to do that. I can't get through here. Okay. Sorry. But, like, I do remember one particular incident where my friend, who took me there and whose mother owned the place, got completely wasted. And while they were in the hot tub, so his girlfriend, who was this skinny little young woman who like, you know, it was very quiet and very polite, and she just carefully helped pull him in while my friend was just, you know, out of it and sort of giggling, like, you know, just he was gone, just entirely. And basically, as he was going up the stairs, for some reason, he just decided to just go like, "My girlfriend thinks you're hot," and I'm just like, "What? What the?" Just now you see, you're actually living. That's good. I've got too much anxiety and insecurity. What? Oh. Hold on. Let's see if it gives me anything else. Nope, it doesn't. I guess I'll check the other. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm no longer also as good shape as I used to be. I used to be, as I said, in great shape, but now I am no longer in that shape. I'm still very strong for someone, but like, I'm also one of my body type is also the inverse triangle body type. So that means that when I'm in shape, I look amazing. When I'm average, I look like I'm in great shape. And when I'm fat, I look average. When I'm morbid, I look fat. So, you know, that's... yeah. But yeah. My experiences are more I meet interesting or weird people. Is there anything here? Just looking for little shining things in the corner. Still, it's also a nice story. I mean, as boring as my life has been for the most part, with the exception of a few characters, I have some interesting stories. Ah. Care to elaborate? So, what is the continuation? Sorry about that. Ah. That sounds interesting. Were they still dating, or were they dating other people for the double date? Ah, well, I'm sorry that you're known as that crazy dude. Was it like in the negative connotation? Like, you know, oh my god, that guy's crazy. Or the, oh my god, that guy is crazy. Speaking of, I need to change my avatar for 1 second. I moved forward in my chair, so it looks like I'm leaning forward. Okay, there we go. There we go. But yeah. Did you have a good time on the second trip? Nope. Ah. That's kind of lame. Ah, sounds fun. One second, use that. Fun story. As an adult, I've only had 2 girlfriends, and one of them was technically a girlfriend, though people tell me not to consider it. Even though, as I said, we were technically dating, though she cheated on me and broke up with me in 3 days. Well, that's because of... she was a friend of mine. I told her that, you know, if it doesn't work out, you know, we'll still be friends. So it's okay. And she took that as, oh, hey, I can do anything. So she was like, oh, I met this guy, and he's got a great big black male anatomy. But yeah. Is that a euphemism? Or like, did you actually go picking mushrooms, or did you go picking mushrooms? Like, I can see it being fun, doing the actual thing. Oh yeah, it's forest shrooms. But yeah. Ah. Astrology. Well, yeah. And of course that's where it ended. That's where the good date went poorly. But yeah, I'm guessing she didn't take it too well. Have you ever been to the United States, by the way? Because America has a lot of well, I mean, guess also Europe also has a lot of places that are nice to travel or, backpack or things like that. I don't know if you like backpacking or things like that, but there's a lot of good national parks. And then depending on where you go, there are interesting places where you can, do urban exploring. Like, they have, there are a lot of failed towns in certain parts of the country where you can go and then sort of just see them. And then, of course, there's also the town that is that Silent Hill is based off of. Oh, so you're no longer interested in that. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know. Some people still like to do that type of thing. I've met 80-year-olds who are far more athletic and far more energetic than I ever was. Which, that's just kind of nuts. Yeah. I mean, some parts of the country are literally just tourist traps. But there are other parts that I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But there's some places that are not talked about as much, which are nice to go to. I'm sorry for being kind of useless in that regard. Storing equipment. Let's see. Select. Moving rocket. Yeah. Right. See the. Oh yeah. Also, the Smithsonian is a nice place, are nice museums to go to. They're completely free museums. The Smithsonian. You know about them? The Smithsonian? The Smithsonian is actually exhibits museums are pretty good considering the fact they're completely free. I used to live close to or not too far from the Smithsonian museums, which, as I said, going to free museums is always pretty nice. Also, if you go to Chicago, going to the Museum of Science and Industry is also an interesting thing. They have one of the few surviving U-boats from World War II inside the museum. Did you know about that? Although the problem with the Museum of Science and Industry is just that they charge you money. You're charged to enter the museum, and then you're charged for the special exhibits, which they have a number of interesting ones. Yeah. Well, and the science of industry isn't free either, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, the one in the Museum of Science and Industry is the U-boat that America stole during the war. Which, that's a fun story. Oh my God, there's a lot of points I have, apparently. I am going to... there's a video by a content creator called The Fat Electrician who does a simplified version of that story. Although it depends on what type of... If you like watching... Or I'll look up the video mostly because it's... one second. Oops. Not trying to... Let's see, going to go... Okay. U-boat. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. America stole a German submarine and stuck it in Chicago. The Fat Electrician, if you like videos that are shorter and tend to put things in a more memey way or a more entertaining way, then The Fat Electrician is very good at doing that. If you want a video which is more like the traditional kind, then you might want to watch a different one. But yeah, he gets the point across, and also he does also bring up some points to make it, like, to make you realize things that other people might not think about. Like when, the logistics of stealing a U-boat, when it's, everything inside is written in a language that you don't speak, and is also in measurements that you don't use. While also its crew of like 40-something people have all been like, we cannot save this ship. We must abandon ship. And then they also set charges to blow up the submarine. I don't know. Personally, I find it fascinating. World War II has so many interesting stories. It's a time which has a lot of absolute horrors, and then it also has the best and worst of humanity in it. But yeah. I actually am going to have to go like soon, well, soon to, like, actually I should probably go now, because I need to man, now I need to find out about that thing with the Russians believing it, the CIA stole a Russian sub. But yeah, sorry. I need to go. I need to get ready because I need to see my parents. I really appreciate you being here. Like foil hats. I'll see you later. And as I said, thank you so much for coming by. Also want to check up on person to make sure that they're feeling okay. I'll see you later, and thank you so much for coming by. Bye-bye.